let me ask you something though. And I just want just be straight up honest. You talk to Brianna way, probably more than anybody. And we talk to Brianna here and there, right? Let me ask you this. Can you tell what type of person Brianna is outside of social media?
Yeah.
What type of person she is?
What type of person is she?
Yeah, like what type of soul does she have? Like, because you know how your brother now and Kevin went on there, made it. I ain't even gonna say what he said, but tell in your opinion, what type of person is Brianna when that camera goes off?
Oh, Brianna is a very big-hearted person. And a lot of people want to judge Brianna because how she might be soft-spoken and then she go to the rah voice. I mean, that's any human being. I mean, I could be on here talking to you just like this, but let me get pissed off. And I mean, you going to get the raw me. I mean, that's just life.
But would you say, because Kevin went on that platform and said she's a monster, she's evil, she's spiteful. Do you see that in Brianna? At all. Like, I don't get that part. Like,
just like the night Momo ended up staying the night with Robert that night. Brianna, I mean, I'm outside smoking, and Brianna come out there, eyes pussy crying. Can you call and check on Momo? I'm like, Brianna, I know Momo all right, even though because Momo crying, I know she all right. I mean, because I don't see Robert doing no harm to Momo, my opinion. But it's like Brianna just, she's emotional because Momo is gone because she's used to them kids being there. Like, even with the kids gone to Sean's now, Brianna very much be in her feelings. They might have said that she didn't care when she dropped them off and she didn't give them hugs. I mean, even if she didn't hug them, I don't see what a big deal about that. I mean, they be with her every day.
Right.
I mean, okay, whoopee. That's no big deal. Even with the joke of I'm not gonna miss you. I mean, okay, so what?
It's a joke. And it's okay to joke with your kids. You know what I mean? Don't them kids know she love them?
Just like I don't feel like Momo should be wearing MK like Brianna wear. Momo's 3. She's growing every day. What's wrong with Walmart clothes?
Not a thing, because they gonna grow out of them real fast.
I mean, a lot of people make some of the stuff they say is the stupidest stuff. Just like I don't get how you want Brianna to move on, but now she's done moved on, you want her to be miserable. I mean, like I told Brianna, the only thing I could see that's gonna make these people happy, if you go to the highest top of the building and ask them what part do they want her to jump off the building at, cut her wrist or something. I mean, and it's sad.
Very sad.
I just didn't think so many people can hate somebody where they just want them they want her to move on. Well, she bought this, she bought this. Well, I mean, even Robert done admitted to me that, all the trips that they used to go on, even when they were together, that she was paying for them. So it shouldn't matter if she was paying for them with Jonelle. I mean, what do it matter? He admitted she paid for all of them when they were together. I mean, why do it matter what she do with her money? I mean, she worked for it. She's doing whatever she's doing for it. If she wants to take a bunch and ball it up and throw it in the trash can, I mean, that's her money. Just like when we was in Florida, we rode by the same bum every single day. And Brianna went handing him money every single day.
She said the same bum.
I mean, he's the same one.
Yeah.
I promise you. He was that exact same guy.
He was waiting for y'all.
Every day. I mean, every day we were there, he got money from Brianna. Jonelle tried to roll up the window and Brianna rolled it right on down and handed him money.
Brianna like, no, let me take care of him. I got him. On this trip, he mine.
Yeah, I mean, every day. I told her, I was like, sis, he probably going down the street getting in his BMW after this. after you done got a lick on you every day. And she was like, I don't care. It's just in me. I don't care. I don't care. And I'm like, well, you do you. You know
What
that.
is, if you can answer this, what is Kevin's problem with Brianna?
I don't honestly know. I really don't know. Because, I mean, like he has said, a lot of times he agreed with Brianna over Robert. So, I
I
mean,
know.
I don't know.
So I'm just trying to figure out like why all of a sudden now she's an emotional terrorist. She, she's evil. She got him, she tried to get him killed. He's afraid of her. Even Kevin said, I'm afraid of her. Like, what in the world is he talking about?
I honestly, I don't know. I,
He doesn't even talk about Kevin at all. She
I
don't mention
mean,
his name. She
no,
did at the
because I mean,
beginning.
like Brianna, even before all of this had happened, I mean, Brianna always talked good about Kevin because I mean, she like Kevin said, when stuff popped off, they would include Kevin, and Kevin pretty much would be on Brianna's side. So
Mm-hmm.
I I really don't know. I mean, and two, just to keep it a buck, I think Kevin is not really upset with me because of the Brianna and Robert situation. I believe he upset with me because of his own situation. Because when him and Jamie split, and I've always looked at Jamie as a sister, and when they had split and Kevin ended up going to Atlanta, and I guess he met Lacey. I had told Jamie, confided in her, and told her that I thought that she was a beautiful woman and that she deserved better. And Jamie let Kevin know, and Kevin said that being I was his sibling, that was wrong of me. So I think it's not even really dealing with Brianna and Robert. Kevin is holding that against me, I believe.
He,
And so
he
I think he's
was.
looking at it, here go our sis again, going against the grain. And it's not going against him because I love him and I didn't deny it to him that I said it. I just feel like I should be able to voice my own opinion
Mhm.
and that not mean that I don't love you because I don't agree with you.
Right. That's true. And that's actually a mature way of looking at things. You don't always have to agree. Like husband and wife don't always agree. But
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't mean you don't love them.
Right.
You agree to disagree.
Mm-hmm.
That is
And just
crazy.
like I say, like with all that happened, I just felt like even though they both had parts in it, I don't feel like nobody should be able to tell me if I can deal with Brianna or not. I feel like because we now have our own relationship, and like I told Brianna, I don't like dealing with liars. So, like I told her, long as we could keep it real with each other, and
Mhm.
you know, keep it real, because I feel like if we have true friendship, I
Mhm.
should be able to be honest with you. And you might not like it, and you can tell me that, but you shouldn't get mad at me because we don't agree. I don't feel like
Absolutely.
I should have to be the yes person to have friendship or even dealing with my siblings. I don't feel like I have to always agree with you if I don't.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, I don't know how this thing's gonna end. I mean, we was trying to back off, not say anything, just kind of let it die down because they trying to blame Brianna for everything. And Kevin, he came on and he blamed her for getting his page demonetized. He blamed, and then what about this thing about this probation thing? You know anything about that?
I think that was dealing with maybe think Robert might have had like a joint on him or something.
When the police came out
Mm-hmm.
and he got probation over a joint. North Carolina don't play, do they?
I think this was in Georgia.
Oh, Georgia. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I think this
Georgia.
might have been like a time at their house. He was on the road or something to that nature.
Oh, he
And
was
it
on.
might have could have been more than a joint, but I think it was dealing with something dealing with weed.
Oh, so why
If
Kevin
I
try to
ain't
make it
mistaken.
seem like Brianna called the police to say he had a gun and all this stuff to try to get try to get him killed? Why did
I
Kevin use?
don't know nothing about that. That's the only story I know Robert had told me that he was on probation for. And I'm just repeating what I was told, and I was told it was about weed. I don't know if he was driving or if he was at home and they had got into it and the police came. I really don't know the background of the story. I just know it was dealing with something with weed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna ask you a question. If you don't want to answer it, you don't have to. Okay.
Okay.
Do you believe Brianna was physically abused by Robert?
At times, yeah.
Is that just your belief?
Yeah, that's my belief. Yeah.
Have you ever talked to him
I've
about?
never witnessed anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I mean, of course, I'm in North Carolina and they're in Georgia, but I can't say that I would think Brianna is lying.
Mm-hmm.
I
Have
could
you
say,
ever asked your brother?
yeah,
And what did he say?
no,
Oh, he always said no.
mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's always said that he hasn't hit Brianna or anything.
Do you think he hit Sierra?
Mm, I mean, it could be possible.
Mm.
I wouldn't want to be sounding like I might will say one thing because I really don't care for her. So I don't want to sound like
I
I
understand.
mean, I don't know because Sarah got some little messy ways. So
Right.
I can't really say that she could be lying because I can't take that from her. I mean, because I wasn't in the home when it happened.
Right.
So I mean, she pretty much done told the same story every time. I can admit that.
But she's never came to y'all and told y'all this before Brianna came out?
Mm-mm.
Okay. And before the tote incident, has Brianna ever came to you and told you that Robert may have hit her before the tote incident?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, even with the tote situation, I did a reenactment of that when we went to Robert House.
In
And
front of Robert?
well, he did the reenactment with me
Uh-huh.
when we went there. I mean, I didn't like it.
Oh, he did the reenactment. So do he really think that Brianna's finger was broken? Because I know he has tell her one thing, but then he'll come out here and tell his fans like she broke it when she left and that type of stuff.
I mean, maybe for the public, he might don't think he did, but I mean, from the reenactment of me being in the floor with the big tote coming over me, for one, I didn't like it because I felt claustrophobic, like I had no control. So if Brianna is kicking and moving her hands, I could see where that's how her hand got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Because I mean, I didn't like it. I was ready. I jumped up and got back on the couch.
Mm.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Mm. Well, do you think that and you probably heard me tell my answer to this, but do you think the tote thing is what is causing their divorce?
No.
Yeah, I don't either. I
Mm-mm.
think I honestly think that they actually could have got past this
Oh, they definitely could have got past that. That was definitely no.
if he would have just took some type of accountability. I think that in my opinion, I feel like
Well, just to keep it a buck, and I just hope sis don't get mad at me because I mean it's already done been said. So pretty much the thing of it is, my opinion, I think they will still be together till this day. But the thing of it is, Brianna didn't follow play.
what do
And
you
that's
mean?
meaning the divorce would have been over, but continue to still be in a relationship, but just
Yep.
not in the public eye.
Yep. I don't know why people don't want to believe it. She didn't follow the plan.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna tell a lie. I mean, I was there when that story took place. Of one of the times when it took place, I was there.
But let me ask you something, Don. Would you have done that? Would you have, went along with that? Because I wouldn't have.
No, ma'am.
I'm actually, to be honest with you, I'm actually proud of Brianna for not doing that, because if your husband love you, why does he need to put on a front in front of his
Because
fans?
he say that, being married and him, all his followers being mainly women, they was shining from him because he was married, which don't make sense. I mean, because Jay-Z married, and I mean,
A bunch
that
of them are.
that really holds no weight. I mean, but I do know, I just feel like if Brianna would have just decided to either sit back and look miserable
Mm-hmm.
and still be weeping, everybody would be happy. But just to be honest, me myself, if somebody gave me a choice like that, I would move on as well,
I would too.
because I'm not wanting to be nobody's down low. I mean,
Or a piece of but just when you and don't nobody else know, you know what I'm saying? And just come by here and there, like that ain't what marriage is about. Like,
and then a lot of people want to judge Brianna for moving on, but at the end of the day, can't nobody tell nobody when they could be over somebody, regardless if they were saying they were getting abused or not. Everybody moves different. I mean, just like even with my son's daddy, he cheated and I was dumb and kept going back, and he might have hit me once, but I had crazy cousins, so he didn't beat on me like he did his other women.
mm-hmm.
So when we broke up, and I mean, even when he cheated on me, I'm that type, I'm gonna get back like right with you. I've never really hung with a lot of chicks. I've hung around more guys. So game,
Mm-hmm.
you can't really run it on me. I give game myself.
Right,
But when it came to him, I was very hurt. But at the same time, I was so hurt, it didn't make no difference. I got my get back.
right.
He wanna
Mm-hmm.
play, I'm gonna play harder.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do you up one, so he was mad at me because I hurt him more getting back at him. So,
Well,
and after
men do
that,
hurt more.
right. And after that, I chose to not even be in relationships. I just chose to do me because
Right.
the trust. So, you can't, I can't, blame somebody how they do all because what I did. Everybody is different. I mean, that's the whole point of the world being the world. We all can't be the same.
So is that why Robert feel like Brianna betrayed him? He always talking about somebody betrayed him, and
Well, I just feel like Robert was disappointed because I know he know Brianna loved him, and I just believe he thought that she would just decide to, still be together, but not public wise. And I just felt like sis was like pretty much two tears in a bucket. Fuck it,
mm,
the saying. Let me
right,
move on. And
yeah,
I just think it was a shocker to him and the world because, of course, she loved him, and then Kevin played the video where he recorded her, and she was like she wanted to get back with him. So I guess people like, well, she dealing with an emotional roller coaster. She crying over Robert, but then here comes Janelle. But at the end of the day, sometimes they say you gotta get up under another one to get over another one. So it is what it is.
mm-hmm. Well, how do you like Janelle?
Janelle, cool.
He is. I think he's cool too.
When he first met me, he was like, "Oh, she gonna go giving the address out and stuff." I was like, "Johnny, wait a minute, you must don't know me." Because when he met me, he thought I was Toya.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Well, I before all of this stuff got really, really, really heated, I used to go in Robert's comments and I used to say, "Go get your wife. You need to get your wife. Apologize. Get your wife." And he didn't want to hear it, and he would say stuff like, "If I wanted to get my wife, I would get my wife." And obviously, I don't want her. That's why I'm not going to get her. Just slick stuff. And I thought that he was doing that to impress his fans.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this was when Brianna was boohoo snot crying on the internet, and I just
Mm-hmm.
felt so awful for her. Like, she really wanted to like mend her marriage, and he made her look like a fool, for crying and
Mm-hmm.
whatnot. And he started making tote jokes and stuff like that. And after he did that, I was just like, you know what? She need to move on, because he is definitely showing signs of, I don't want her. She want me, but I
Well,
don't
you
want her.
gotta move on. I mean, and I apologize to her because at first I was like, well, sis, maybe you need to work it out. And then one minute I'm like, sis, maybe you need to just let him go. And then I just apologize altogether because at the end of the day, like I told her, you got to do what's best for you. Because I don't really like when people be in your ear telling you need to go or you need to stay. Because at the end of the day, you got to be tired of somebody yourself, because if
Right,
you don't, you're going to end up right back with them anyway. And
right.
that's how most of the time it be. Like, I can't tell you my story or want you to live in my story. It's got to be enough for you to move on.
Yep. And you know what? I said, when she went to, I think it was, she went to Punta Cana, but even that was Thanksgiving time frame. She came back. She was still kind of trying to, work it out. I don't know what he was telling her. Maybe, saying we're gonna work it out. We're not. We're going to. We're not. Whatever the case may be. But then when
Mm-hmm.
she went to California in January, that
Mm-hmm.
was a wrap.
Yeah.
That was a
Oh
wrap,
yeah.
because she got a lot of attention. She was still grieving and still going through stuff or whatever, but you got this man that's want social media to think that he don't want you. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? But then behind closed doors, he like, we gonna get ready together 5 or 6 years from now. Like, she was supposed to put her life on hold for a
Mm-hmm.
man because he want a rap career.
Right. And also too, I know a lot of people probably gonna watch your live and end up coming for me. But what I
We got
can
your back.
say, a lot of things that hurt my nerves is when people judge Brianna for a lot of stuff that they've done or more. And
Yes.
for example, don't get me wrong, and it's not just to throw shots at Toya because we're not speaking, but
Mm-hmm.
I know, like, a lot of times on her live, she don't agree with a lot of people attacking Brianna because she got with Jonelle within the time frame she got with Jonelle, and then having a man around your kids. Well, for one, I just feel like it's not fair play when you dog somebody for something you've done, or
Mm-hmm.
worse, yourself. It doesn't make you look good, because if that's the case, you done had a lot of different guys around your kids, and
Mm-hmm.
you done had a lot of different men where your daughter done called him daddy. So I mean, like Momo sitting on Jonelle lap and all of that. I mean, you done dealt with that as well. So how do you knock somebody for something you've done as well?
Amen. And I don't know if you ever heard me go on Joffy for the first time when I went on Joffy, and that's exactly what I was saying. I was like, Brianna is human. Brianna is young. Allow her to make mistakes. We all make mistakes, and we're going to continue to make mistakes because we're human. There's no
Mm-hmm.
perfect person in this world.